rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fams on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Pistoling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be, what's good? It's your number one chief rock and Kncks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime show, the Knicks in the Night podcast. I am the host and creator, Uncle Freezy. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hit that like button. And so here we go. All right, everybody. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I ain't even gonna front. All right, I ain't even gonna front. I ain't gonna front. Right. The Knicks lost the basketball game tonight. I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. Andios is in the building. Salute. HRM is in the building. Salute. The original DSJ is in the building. Salute. Salute everybody watching. Salute everybody watching on YouTube. Salute everybody watching on X. Right? Man, I ain't even gonna front. Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I'm not even mad. We lost to Golden State. So what? So what? It's 1-82. The Knicks are 40-21. The Knicks are 40-21 with 21 games left to go. It's crazy. The Knicks could still win 57 games. This is crazy. Right? Yo, and pardon my voice. Y'all know I'm looking tired, and pardon my voice. Y'all know I'm still dealing with COVID-like symptoms, man. And I ain't been to the barbershop to get trimmed up. So pardon that. If that kind of stuff bother you. You know what I'm saying? But on this Knicks thing, the Knicks are 40-21. The Knicks lost by 10 to Golden State. And we didn't have Cat. Right? Right. Anthony D is in the building. Salute. Anthony D, your man Tank might be a fraud, bro. Your man Tank got patted up the other day, bro. They get excuse me. AD, your man got patted up the other night, bro. Ain't nothing you could defend, ain't nothing you could say to defend him, man. That man got patted up all night. Medici in the building. Salute. Yeah, man. These chains mad heavy when you sick, bro. Yo, chains mad heavy when you sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, they ain't hollow. Right. So, but on this on this Knicks thing tonight, What I wanted to do legitimately is cop a plea to Knicks fans, to you guys. I want to cop a plea to you guys. At this point in the season, where Indiana, Milwaukee, Orlando can't catch us, and the Knicks likely can't catch Boston or Cleveland, would it not be the smart play to see if you could just make it to the playoffs healthy? Right? And while I ask you that, I'm not asking you to excuse a win or loss, and I'm not asking you to excuse effort, because my guy Josh Hart played like a dog tonight, and I don't mean dog in a good way. I don't mean bad meaning good, but bad meaning bad is what I mean. Josh Hart played bad, not bad meaning good, but bad meaning bad. Right? That is what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is I legitimately, at times tonight, was disappointed about what I saw with Mitchell Robinson. And I'm not going by what the Mitch Hive is telling me to say. Right? And I'm not going by what the Mitchell Robinson haters are telling me to say. There were moments where I saw the little redhead guard put a body on Mitch and Mitch couldn't move him. Right? There were moments where I saw Draymond Green leaning on Mitch and Mitch couldn't move him. Now, with that said, the group of people that wanted Mitchell Robinson to come back lighter and more agile, raise your hand. Me, I'll start. The folks that wanted Mitchell Robinson to come back leaner and in better shape, raise your hand. Me, I started it. I did it. Right? This is what you're going to get with a leaner, more agile Mitchell Robinson as opposed to Hercules. Right? But what I didn't expect is for Mitch to not be able to out-jump people in a crowd and grab rebounds in a game where the only 7-footer that really played was him. Or the kid Post. The kid Post played, let me see. Their guy Post played 15 minutes. Draymond Green was there at 5. Kevon Looney is Precious Achiuwa size. Kevin Knox is 6'7", right? He played against Quentin Post. I don't know how many minutes, but Quentin Post only played 15 minutes. So if you ask me, what was I disappointed about? I'm disappointed that Josh Hart, who was supposed to be a dog, played against 2 dogs tonight and was a no-show. What I'm disappointed at is Mitchell Robinson had the height and athleticism advantage all night and grabbed Mitchell Robinson grabbed 5 boards in 15 minutes, right? But 3 of those rebounds came on one play, his missed shot. Mitch had 2 offensive rebounds on one play, or 3 offensive rebounds on one play. His missed shots. You take that out, now it's only 2 rebounds in 14 minutes. So while I'm not angry at Mitch, right? So the Mitch Hive, calm down. Oh, I don't care. You can be mad. I don't care, because most of y'all don't really be talking real basketball stuff anyway, right? And for the Mitch haters, y'all hate anybody. Y'all just need a scapegoat. And I'm not gonna be in the find a scapegoat business. I don't do that. The Mitch Hive is gonna say a rebound every 3 minutes equal out to 16 rebounds over a 48-minute game, something weird like that. Nah, Mitch played 15 minutes. Most of the time he had the height and athletic advantage, and he didn't capitalize against a very short team that wanted to play small in the first place. So I am disappointed in Mitch, right? But my heart go out to Mitch, because this is Mitch's 3rd game. He's trying to play his way back into shape. But the Josh Hart thing is concerning. The Josh Hart thing is concerning. See, because if you're supposed to be the dog, and then you go up against a team with 2 dogs, 2 dudes historically known to be dogs, and you don't show, then are you really a dog? Or what breed are you? We thought you were a Rottweiler, and you might be a cockapoo. That was frustrating for me tonight, to see Josh Hart not engaged, like not locked in. It's like he looked at Jimmy Butler and like something happened to his spine. Right? It's like he looked at Draymond Green and something happened to his spine. And we like Josh. And the reason why we speak about this issue about Josh, right, is we need Josh Hart to win. We need Josh Hart at his best in order to win a championship. And when Josh Hart doesn't show, you see what the team looks like. You saw it in the first game against Cleveland. The first game against Cleveland that we lost, Josh Hart was our dog. And we came back and took the lead on Cleveland late in the game. Josh Hart left due to injury, and Cleveland came back and beat us, because we need Josh Hart. Who knows what our season looks like if we beat Cleveland early on and break that streak? We don't know. What we do know, though, is without a confident Josh Hart, what are we? What we do know is without or the question should be, without a healthy Josh Hart, what are we? Without an engaged Josh Hart, what are the Knicks? What I would say is without Josh Hart, the Knicks are just a playoff team. That's what I would say about it. Without Josh Hart, the Knicks are just a playoff team. Does Josh Hart know that? Yes. Josh Hart knows that and still is an unwilling shooter. And in the face of other dogs, he tucked his tail. And I like Josh. Right? I like Josh. But if we get efforts like this and Josh knows, shouldn't Tom Thibodeau do something about it? Probably. Will Tom Thibodeau do something about it, though? I don't know. Ask Chicago Bulls fans. Ask Minnesota Timberwolves fans. What will Tibbs do about it? I don't know. We don't know. Man, Jalen Brunson played a heck of a game, man. So Jalen Brunson had 25 on 18 shots. He was 1 of 7 for 3. He had 7 assists. Mikal Bridges contributed 15 and great defense. OG Anunoby contributed 29 with great defense. OG had 3 rebounds. Precious Achiuwa in 30 minutes had 8 points and 15 rebounds. Precious Achiuwa in 30 minutes had 8 points and 15 rebounds. And as a fan of Precious, I have to say at some point, Knicks fans have got to start looking at their left hand and then looking at their right hand and start putting them together for Precious. Because Precious is unsung, even though Fritz Alcindor hates Precious Achiuwa. Fritz Alcindor hates Precious Achiuwa. But at some point, we got to start giving people their credit. That man played 30 minutes and grabbed 15 rebounds off the bench. So am I disappointed that we lost against a good team on a primetime game? No. Those feelings are gone. All the disappointment of losing against good teams on nationally televised games, that feeling is, man, after like 5 times, you just like, this team ain't it. What I am disappointed about, and I'm talking about from an emotional sense, is Mitch in game 3 is still finding his way. And Precious in 30 minutes grabbed 15 rebounds. What I'm mostly disappointed about is Josh Hart tucking his tail against other dogs. You can't be a sometimes dog. That rapper from New York had a song, right? He'd be like, "Urgh." That rapper from New York, like, He just right. He's a dog 24/7. Josh seems to me like a dog show dog. And that's my guy. Right? And so Josh Hart is probably somewhere like, yo, that dude Uncle Freezy be talking about us like that, man. When I see him, don't take it personally, bro. I don't have like this face of broken bones and big swollen nose for no reason. Right? Don't let the elementary school teacher way that I speak fool you into thinking like something crazy. But for Josh to be our dog and be out in front of the mic and do all that stuff, you can't be sometimes with it, bro. You got to be 24/7 with it. You got to be 24/7 with it, man. Am I mad at Tibbs for doing Tibbs like things? No. Am I mad at Cat for missing games? No. Am I mad at Mitch for not coming back ready to rock and roll? No. Am I extremely frustrated with Josh Hart no showing? Absolutely. Am I mad at Deuce McBride for not hitting shots when we're losing? No. I know that's who he is. Like Deuce had maybe a 1 or 2 game stretch where when we were losing, he hit a couple of big shots. But I'm not mad at Deuce for being a wave player. As long as I know Deuce is a wave player. When our energy is up, he's hitting. When we're down, he's not hitting. It is what it is, man. In life, when you find out what things are, you just have to live with it, get used to it. What I can't live with is Josh being our energy guy and coming out flat. Sorry. That's what it is. So I watched the game with Dre, HRM, coach Corey Lee came through for a little bit. And so we watched the game. And one of the things that we noticed is that the offense is broken down completely. Eli Wise is in the building. Salute. Salute. So one of the things that I noticed was, one of the things that we noticed is that the offense is broken down completely. Right? And with a broken down completely offense, what are we really doing? Miguel P in the building. Smitty, what's good? So the 5-out look that we liked at the beginning of the season is gone. Y'all remember that? At one point during the season, I think the Knicks had the number one. I think at some point during the season, The Knicks had like the #1 offensive rating. I think that was back in November or something, where we could just score with anybody, and if a sucker got on the floor, we blew them out. Now we're not sharing the basketball. I'm gonna see if we had 30 assists tonight. The Knicks had 26 assists tonight. 5 from Deuce, 4 from Cameron Payne, 7 from Brunson, and 4 from Bridges. Pastor Jay is in the building. Salute. I was either on TikTok or Instagram, one of them, and a Pastor J video came up. First thing I did was search for the like button. Bam! Like when I see Andios on IG, first thing I do is look for the like button. Bam! Pow! Show your support. And HRL said something. Without the threat of a Josh Hart 3-ball, then what are we doing? And also, I have to make a declaration, everybody. I'm giving Mitchell Robinson 7 more games. I want to give Mitch 10 games, like 3 weeks, to see what he got. Mitch, you got to do something, baby boy. Now, mind you, my arbitrary deadline or line in the sand is nothing. But for my taking in or so, I need Mitch hooping at the end of his first 10 games. Top-notch tees in the building. Hey, Smitty says, where was Captain Clutch? The Golden State Warriors hadn't lost. Steph Curry hadn't lost to. Yeah, what was the thing? Steph Curry ain't lost in the Garden since whatever. What I will say, though, you know what? I was going to get on a thing, but I'm just going to put this up here. I'll show this. I just want to show this to everybody. Y'all chime in on that. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm taking a mental thing, but also, man, coming down off this cold, bro, I gotta pace myself a little bit. What are y'all thinking about Mikal Bridges? I should probably use the real microphone also. Y'all, just to make y'all laugh, y'all know how personable I am with y'all, right? So I have this mic or whatever. Ooh, I bought this mic, right? And I barely use it. I forget that I have it because I have it sitting adjacent to where the old school microphone was at. And so what's the name? I use the camera mic comes on by default and I forget to use it. Oh no! Y'all see what Jeremy Nussbaum put out here? Oh no, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Man, this can't be real life, dog. Come on, Pastor J. Come on, dog. You supposed to be my... Oh, come on, dog. Man. Really? Not you, dog. Pastor J, come on. You? Oh, man. I feel like Ricky in the alley right now, bro. I ain't even gonna front. When I saw that comment, I felt like Ricky in the alley scratching lottery tickets, bro. Yo, somebody in the chat help Pastor J, man. Y'all see that? Come on, man. Not Pastor J. No, man. I feel like Ricky in the alley just... Man, them fools ain't worried about us. Man, go on, man. Them dudes ain't coming. That's what I feel like right now when I saw that comment. Oh, man. Dang, that was crazy. Hey, salute to my guy, King Green in the building. Salute. Man, y'all see that channel. Make sure y'all click on it and subscribe. That's my guy. That's my guy, man. Straight out, Philly fans, Knicks fans, we all go through the same. Yeah. Salute to my guy, King Green. I was watching Eat Sleep Sixers earlier. Somebody over there was having a meltdown, bro. I only got to watch like 4 or 5 minutes of it as I was prepping for this. Right? Somebody over there was having a meltdown, bro. I don't know about New York, but I know at the end of this season, somebody in Philly getting fired. That's all I know. Somebody gave Embiid and Paul George all that money. Somebody getting fired. Somebody getting fired, man. And SF Wisdom saying, oh, no, not you too. Come on, dog. What are y'all doing? SF Wisdom, come on. Dog. Yo, you supposed to be the voice of reason. You got to level this thing out, bro. Chris, what's good, bro?
Hey, Frizzy, what's up?
Man. I had a bad moment today. That's all I'm gonna say.
You had a bad one?
Yeah, I had a bad moment today, man. Miss Mocha was having her thing, her Asian from the Cantonese place, and I was like, let me get some of that Cantonese food, man. Hey, my stomach caught a bad one too, bro. You can believe it.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I'll be straight tomorrow though. I'll get back on the horse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So what'd you see about tonight's game, man? That you felt like?
I didn't see all of it.
Okay.
But I did see Josh Hart out there.
Yeah, so you saw none of it then, basically.
He looked. Is he injured?
In the famous words of the great American poet Prodigy, when Prodigy saw Josh Hart, he said, "There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. Dot, dot, dot."
Mm-hmm.
That's what Josh Hart looked like today. And I don't know if everybody knows where those words come from, but if you know where those words come from,
Mm-hmm.
then you know that is not a compliment.
Mm.
Because when he was talking that big talk, that all that stuff, the minutes police, people talk about minutes and yeah, we don't believe in minutes and blah blah. And then 3 weeks later, you got a new rap. Right. Josh
Mm-hmm.
Hart tonight looked like he was scared of Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler. Afraid. They had the Timmy on him. They play the same position he does, do the same things that he try to do. And they barely showed up, but they showed up more than him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't show up at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, because like his job is to like in transition to push it. And from what I didn't see the whole game, but what I saw was like it was transition and he didn't want to go in. Like he kept pulling the ball out.
And they didn't have a big on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna pull the ball out, just give it to JB.
Right. Right.
So my thing was like, okay, maybe he's injured, or maybe he's a little banged up. Maybe something's going on.
I'm gonna say nah. I'm gonna say he's shook. That's what I'll say about it. I think that man was shook.
Yeah. If he's injured, it's up to him to speak up.
Yeah.
Because nobody gonna do it for you.
Because he said that's not in our culture.
Nope. Yeah.
So now you got to play through it, big boy. Sitting out, taking a break, sitting out, resting yourself, coming back 100%. That's not in our culture. We play through it. Okay. Play through it. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. See, because you can't say those things in the midst of a media storm. And then when we're actually at a place where you should take that break and you're out here giving half effort looking lost. Because then Uncle Freezy will call you scared. Because you said, or you implied you were a dog. Right? During the intro. Listen, these are not my terms. Doing Knicks media stuff. They're playing DMX. They're playing Get At Me Dog.
That was last year's Knicks. That was last year's Knicks. That was the last thing it's crashed the boards Knicks.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, bro, but you know who was out there though? Fritz. We're talking about Josh Hart versus Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. Is that not the matchup we want?
Mhm.
Josh is like 5 years younger than them dudes.
Mhm.
And people tell me all the time Josh is strong for his size.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He is strong.
Where was he tonight though? When they played one dude 7 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm in case you can't tell, I'm very disappointed with Josh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm disappointed with Mitch, but I know Mitch will turn it around. I'm being patient with Mitch. What do you think about the parts of the game that you saw though?
Um, I missed like the fourth. I missed the fourth. So I thought we was good. I thought we was
You
good.
must have had a date or something.
Nah, man. I just haven't been feeling good. So
Yeah.
man, I thought we was good. But hey, we've been winning these clutch games we ain't really supposed to be struggling with. So if you look back, we haven't had a good string of games. We haven't ever since Celtics. We haven't had a good string of games because we've been fighting battles we ain't need to fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think a little bit of reality is hitting. Like, nah, we're in a bad stretch, but we've been. I don't know. These tight games are exciting, but we shouldn't even been battling these teams.
I'm trying to figure out who you had on a date tonight. In Connecticut, they let y'all date in the middle of the week in Connecticut?
Nah.
Okay. I was gonna say, damn, that must have been some date you leaving the Knicks game.
On a Monday?
On
On a
yeah,
Monday?
on a well, yeah.
Man, some big pockets.
Yeah, salute. Hey, so Alawa says Golden State didn't get a call for a foul all third quarter. Right. I ain't even gonna front. I saw the foul from OG on Quentin Post, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna just if they let us get away with that, I ain't gonna complain when Golden State foul us. Now, I'm not saying that one way or the other, whatever. But man, OG Anunoby went around that man's head, reaching for the ball and was punching at it. And then it wound up being a loose ball, and Draymond Green dove and took out Josh Hart's legs. I was like, yeah. Draymond Green, 35 years old, and he's still diving on the floor. That tell you something.
Yeah.
Guess what Pastor Jay told me?
Oh, what's up?
Pastor Jay, I'm gonna put it. Where's his comment at? I gotta put it back on the screen. Because every time I see it, oh. You see that, bro? Did you see that when you came in?
Wow.
Wow is right. Bro,
actually, he's not the only one who said it. Like another YouTuber who's not in the Knicks, Twitter,
okay.
universe. It's like who I know is a Knicks fan was saying kind of the same thing.
Nah, bro. Every time I see that, man.
Nah, dude was like, get him off my team.
Nah, man, come on, bro.
And I was like, what?
You talking about? You talking about Crazy Mark? What was the dude name? Crazy Mark. Remember Crazy? Dude used to come around like real crazy. Like Matt
No,
talking all over people.
no. This was the pick a side pod. This is which is like a really big like basketball football pod. What's his name? But yeah, one of the hosts there was like, get him off my team.
People say stuff.
I'm like, what?
People just say wild stuff, bro. They know it's March, right?
Yeah, but they be we gave up a lot, but at the same time, like Tibbs ain't making it easy for him. There's something wrong. There's something wrong.
Dang. Look at this.
If you're not reaching your potential, you ain't reaching your potential. Oh wow.
Pastor J done turned heel in here. Oh my God. I feel like my tag teammate just DDT'd me, man.
In LA.
How my tag team? How we got the belt together? We got the belt together, and he just chokeslammed me randomly. Oh my God! Come on, bro. Oh my God, bro. I can't believe what I'm seeing, man.
Man.
Pastor J just said the Lakers are going to destroy the Knicks on Thursday night.
On TV. Again.
Oh my God.
On TV.
I'm with Brandon, bro. I don't care what like the media think or what people think, man. As Knicks fans, we got to close ranks, and when something's not acceptable, we got to call it out. Because I best believe if Mitch had a great night and Hart had a great night and Cat would have stunk up the place and we lost.
Yeah.
It'd have been frying Cat, bro. We'd have been in here marrow fried rice, bro, right now.
Mm-hmm.
There'd have been sauteing Cat in here.
Mm-hmm.
Extra helpings of marrow fried rice is what we'd have been doing right now if Cat had a bad game and those two had a great game. Mitch, though, we understand Mitch is coming back from an injury. He get a pass. Mitch, I say 10 games, Mitch get a pass for the rest of the season. Because Mitch was already good with me for life. I just didn't want to talk about him all the time.
Okay. But plus
Right?
he has to work his way in. It can't just say, hey, day one. He basically almost missed a year.
Basically almost missed a year. What Keith Turner talking about? Man, Keith Turner gonna come in here and stir. Keith Turner is gonna take a stick and put it in the hornet's nest and spin it around 50 times and run. That's what Keith Turner here to do. Keith Turner legit is gonna take a stick, put it in a hornet's nest, and shake it up and spin it 50 times and take off. So tonight's loss, who do you think is the responsible party for it?
I really can't dissect it, but I heard it's more on the players than on Tibbs. That's the prevailing thought of the people on my pod that it was the players. You can't really blame Tibbs for this one.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna say that's why I can't be around them.
I mean, Tibbs doesn't impress me, but I ain't gonna give every loss to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt. B. Willis is in the building. Salute. Mega Man is in the building. Yeah. Pastor J is turned heel. Nah, man, we ain't that far. We ain't that far. And so Fritz, the thing is, I'm gonna put it mostly on Tibbs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because I'm a Tibbs detractor.
Okay.
Right. But I believe I believe that as soon as they take Quentin Post off the floor, you could play deuce.
Yeah.
Because they're super small. Their tallest man is 6'7" and can't jump.
Mm-hmm.
And our tallest man would have been the most athletic dude on the floor of either team in OG. Right? And so if you're Tibbs, you don't have to go with a big lineup. And the reason why I say that is because our three-point shooting was horrific. So instead of inserting Deuce or Cameron Payne, we go
Mm-hmm.
the opposite.
Yep.
It's like if the ship sinks and people pass away, we're like, yo, the rescue squad didn't save as many people as they should have. Nah, it's the captain's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's the captain's fault. Right? When you go to the restaurant, you get your food, you don't blame the wait staff or something crazy. You don't be like, yo, get another wait person over here. You be
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, man, get your manager over here right now. But we give Tom Thibodeau all the passes in the world for no reason.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's just polarizing. It's just so polarizing.
Do most Knicks fans on your show think he's a great coach?
No. No, we had like a little round table last week.
Right.
And with the round table last week, literally everybody was like, he got to go. But now ain't the time. Or like do it off season. But everybody is already in their head is like, yo, he's worn out his welcome.
He's a king to be. He's a king to be.
I mean, he's our starter coach. He's our starter coach, and his time has come.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is with me, just like with most everything, and this is me. This is my opinion. I'm not saying this on behalf of anyone. I think we're in the middle of accepting mid because we know what bad tastes like. Like we legit know what it's like wearing skips
Mhm.
and bobos. Anybody don't know what skips and bobos are? Yo, so if you know what skips and bobos are, man, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you know what skips and bobos are, if you know what bro games are, put a thumbs up in the chat, right? Because we're now, as Knicks fans, we're legit satisfied with 14-month-old black forces with the crease in the toe. That's where we at. We're like, but if we get rid of these 14-month-old forces with the crease in the toe, we might not be able to get another pair of forces. Man, there's so much stuff out there greater than black forces.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever slid your foot into a Timberland boot? We out here holding on to black forces with a crease in the toe because we come from bobos and skips that we're afraid that if we take these black crease toe forces off, we'll go back to bobos. We ain't going back to bobos, man.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you take them black crease toe forces off? You might not ever get a pair of black forces. There's such a greater world out there outside of black forces. You ever wore a pair of Jordan 11s? We can't because we have black crease-toed forces on right now, right? And I'm not. And listen, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with black forces if you like them,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you like them, whatever. But come on, man. What we out here doing? What else do you need to see? For all my data guys, how much more data do you need? Because you can't be a data guy and get data and then ignore it and claim to be a data guy and represent yourself as a data guy. How much more data do you need? Because if you're a data guy and you have all this data and it points to a certain thing and you choose to ignore it, we can't respect you as a data guy. This has nothing to do with timing, right? A championship team, a team that has not won a championship does not know when the time is right. Because if they did, they would have won championships already. Right? You can't say, nah, I'm gonna wait till such and such time because the time for such a time, blah blah blah. You don't know that. You making decisions based on some stuff you've never experienced. Talking at the side of your neck. You're supposed to get right every time you can. Every opportunity you're supposed to be straight. Except if you have COVID and you can't go to the barber shop, then you look like
one argument that came up is if you make a change now, you're giving up on the year.
Says who?
No, just people. Just like, okay, if you're, it's gonna be such a disruption that it's gonna kill the season. I don't agree with that.
Says who? Yeah, I don't. That still don't make sense. You said
it doesn't make sense to me, and I'm like, I know if I keep going down this path, I'm gonna get knocked out in the second round.
Right.
And I said, if I make a change, what I think is that XO problem that we know is going to kill us in the second round, we may be able to overcome that, because I know that's going to be our fatal flaw in the second round. But other people's like, no, it's just too disruptive.
It's like, Fritz, it's like we chilling. We on the Ave, right? We just on the Ave. And you know what I'm saying? I'm fresh as usual. You know what I'm saying? And we'd say we just walking somewhere and I step in puppy shit. Right? I was down at my shoe. I'm like, oh man, I got puppy shit on my shoe. I'm gonna just keep wearing them and wash them shoes on laundry day, Saturday. What? That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. That's what Knicks fans are saying. Nah, we gotta wait till the time is right. You step in puppy pool, you don't clean that shoe off for nothing. You just put it in your house in the laundry room until laundry day. The signs are there because you can smell it in the house. You're like, nah, I'm gonna just wait till laundry day. You know what I mean? That makes no sense.
It doesn't. The third thing, the third point was, if you fire Tibbs, you're forced to give it to Jalen's daddy, which I don't think so. I think it's a conflict of interest. Like, there's no way they can make him coach. Like, there's no way. This is it's just not a good look. And they say, oh, maybe Jalen will get upset if they don't give it to his father if he's the top assistant. I'm not sure why he got the job anyway as top assistant, but you couldn't give him that job. You just couldn't. But I think, but we do have some capable guys on that bench, though.
So why would you fire a coach and keep his coaching staff. In theory, didn't all you do was just cut off the head of the snake and keep the snake?
No, but I mean, you need to finish the year. So maybe you have an interim.
Just keep that sneaker with the puppy shit on it in the laundry room until laundry day.
No, you gotta have an interim. You gotta have an interim just to finish it,
bro.
I think you would. I probably would go like, I wouldn't give to Jalen's daddy, but I'd give it to Maurice Cheeks for the rest of the year. Bro, you know, you finish it out for the year, and then we'll
and keep Tom Thibodeau best friends on the staff. Andy Greer, Daisho Shimoto, Rick Brunson.
Yeah, I don't think you can. But clean house with like 19 games ago. That would be big. That'd be big time. That'd be big time. That'd be interesting. Like clean house. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Now here's the alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Change your ways.
I'm with you.
Which one is a more impossibility? Change that man changing his ways, or the Knicks moving on?
Freezy, you know I brought up this so many times. I wouldn't change behavior, but these been needs the whole time. Obviously, you don't want to change.
See, because the thing is, it's easy for fans to blame players, because every time a player is, bro, there is a player draft, there's player free agency, there's a player all-star game. The player is always out there. When the coach gets an extension, it's behind closed doors. You don't even know the dollar amount. You speculate. When the coach does bad, there's no overseer of the coach that's going to pull him aside in front of everybody and say something to the coach. And so it's easy, since we see the players, you know what I'm saying? We're like, nah, it's the player's fault. It's the player's fault. It's the player's fault. It's the player's fault. Right? Nick Yak is in the building. Hey, no, Nick Yak, it ain't that. No, it ain't that. It ain't that. You must be just getting here. Nick Yak must just be getting here. Nah, it ain't that. It's debunking the point that it's the player's fault. How about your coach get some culpability too? Right? It can't be, we can't blame the players all the time. That's like Stockholm syndrome. Right? We just blame the coach, blame the players all the time, and the coach is Teflon. That's like Stockholm syndrome. Right? It's like the bully seeing Fritz and then beat Fritz up, and then Fritz go buy him a car. Nah, man, you walk too much, man. Hey, take this ride, bro. What? With me, the bully got to beat me up every day, and every day I'm training. I'm training. You beat me up today, I'm going home I'm training. I'll be back tomorrow.
Freezy got karate classes.
Yes. Yep. And as soon as I get out, I'm coming to see him. Every day. You just got to beat me up every day, bro. Every day. Every day. That's just what it is. You just got to get me every day, bro. Every day. I'm going to learn something new, bro. I'm not bragging. That's not a positive thing. That the best thing to do would just be walk away. But I know who I am, and I don't like it all the time, but it's who we are. You know, we understand as people who we are, right? But for Tibbs The nationally televised games thing does bother me. Fridge, you know why? Because we're in the playoffs. All the games are gonna be nationally televised. All of them gonna be televised, nationally televised, man. Did you see how Dre was talking about Josh Hart earlier on no you didn't get this.
Nah, it wasn't on playback.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you had a date. No. So how'd it go though?
Oh man, I haven't been on a date in ages.
Whatever. You see how you see
Y'all
how
can't
people
have
now
a
play stuff.
y'all can't have a Miss y'all can't have a Miss Mocha.
She's from the Bahamas, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I'll never say nothing bad because she got like 14 brother. You know what I'm saying? And they like and I could probably beat about 12 of them, but not all at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ever seen the Hulk movie with all of the things jumping on the Hulk or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So where do we go from here?
Just more mediocrity. More mid.
More black forces. More black forces.
But they clean though.
Yeah. But they have a crease in the toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think where we go from here is get to the playoffs healthy. Don't worry about these wins and losses the next few games. Right? Get Cat healthy. Get Mitch in shape.
Mhm.
And for the love of Mike, get Josh Hart confidence back up. Because somebody stole it, bro.
Took his heart.
Yeah, somebody put the Timmy on him. Somebody put the Timmy on him. Fritz, you know what the Timmy is, right?
Nah.
Okay. So the Timmy is when somebody intimidates you and they break your heart. Right?
Okay.
That's what the Timmy is. Right? And the Timmy can come from anywhere. Right? The Timmy could be like, you saw a dude and y'all fight and he just beat you up and he always gets you. And now you're like, such and such down there, man, I ain't going down there. And everybody know why you ain't going down there, because such and such down there. Right? Or the Timmy could be like, you worked up the confidence over like 7 weeks to holler at a chick. And as soon as you try to holler at her, now you've been preparing for like 7 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You done got the haircut she like. You done bought the clothes she like to have her man wearing. You know what I'm saying? You got the cologne on she like to smell. And then you go try to holler at her. She like, man, get out of here. And she, you know what I'm saying? She put the Timmy on you, break your heart right down the spot, just like that.
Man, right? Glad nothing like that never happened to me.
Yeah. Fritz laughed that off because ain't nothing like that happened to him.
Nah, yeah, that messed me up.
Yeah, and so I think Josh Hart got the Timmy put on him. I don't know where it started, but clearly it's there. That man passed up so many shots tonight. You were like, bruh, you ain't even thinking about shooting. You got to get in a mindset to shoot. Do you know what Cameron Payne would do with those shots, bro, that you passing up?
No conscience at all.
At all. Do you know what Cameron Payne would do with those shots? Cameron Payne would be out here 30 for 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cameron Payne have 30, but hey, I took 30 shots, whatever.
Deuce, can I borrow yours? Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this severe or Not severe. I have a strong sense that the Knicks, there are only two true real outcomes. Anything in the middle, get Tom Thibodeau fired. Right? Anything in the middle, get Tom Thibodeau fired. One, we play against the Pistons. It's a bad matchup. They beat us.
Ooh, that's bad.
Tibbs still ain't getting fired.
What?
Right? No, he ain't getting fired off that.
A first round?
No, he ain't getting fired off that. Because he got a built-in excuse.
And in the first round? Like no excuse in the first round.
Bro.
No matter who it is.
I'm telling you, he's got a built-in excuse. He's gonna tell you that it took us a year to gel. We had a lot of moving parts. My big man was injured for most of the year, and we hobbled into that series. That's what he's gonna say, right?
No way.
And in theory, he's right about all those things. They did get Cat late. They did acquire Bridges over the summer. OG, even though he was here last year, is still like a new player to us, right? Mitch was out for all that time. Cat did play through injuries all year. He's another late acquisition, right? So all those things he's going to say is they're actually going to be quantifiable. You can justify them. Let me do the other extreme though. The other extreme is after you ever started a lawnmower?
Yeah.
You know how you pull the string and it don't do nothing. Oh, I forgot. I'm talking to Fritz. I forgot. Fritz probably had his
I was pushing that thing around 6.
Chauncey. Yeah. Chauncey hit the button boop, boop, and it started the lawnmower. Yeah, Chad, anybody in here ever had like the lawnmower? You had to pull it.
Oh man!
And you just pulling it and pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, and nothing happens. And then when you finally pull it, well, you like, I'm gonna pull this thing one more time. I'm going to the house and eat me some bread, eat me a sandwich. And you pull it just when you don't want to cut now.
Yeah,
it starts, right? And that might be what happens when the Knicks gets to the playoffs. The Knicks might crank that lawnmower, crank it, and then when we get to the playoffs, that thing start, and it just happens to have everything that we need, and we beat everybody in the NBA and win a chip, right? Right. I think those are the only two outcomes, right? Those are the only two outcomes, right? That save Tibbs' job. We lose in the first round because we have 1,000 built-in excuses, or we win a championship. Anything else, bro, anything in the middle, right? If we beat Detroit and lose in the second round, Tibbs is fired, right? If we advance out of the second round and Tibbs get out coached in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it looks like he's out coached, Tibbs is fired. That's just it. If on any side where it looks like Tom Thibodeau is exploited, he's gone, bro. He's gone.
First round, he's gone regardless. Don't matter if it's in the seventh game at the buzzer. It don't matter. He gone. He gone. Like the thing about it is, I gave you a contending team, and if you lose to a non-contending team, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
And if I'm Leon, if I'm Tibbs, I'm gonna point to Landry Shamet. That's a contender. I'm gonna point to Cameron Payne. That's a contending player, right? I'm gonna point to the inconsistency of the bench. That's a championship bench.
You didn't use them all year. You didn't build them up. You didn't build them up.
Yeah, you were supposed to have them ready.
You supposed to build. Not only that, if you played Pacom Dadier and Huck Porty early, they would have had value. And at the deadline, you could have said, "Hey, I got this young prospect who wants him," and you could have got what you wanted,
Like
but you
what?
didn't play him.
Like
No,
what?
no, but like you
Yes, 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 yes. Like what?
like what? Like the Heat. Who does Heat have
No,
on there?
like what player are you going to get for
Okay,
$980,000? What great player are you going to get for
no, but
980,000?
not great player, but you could get a
Yes,
rotation piece.
yes.
We
What
we
great
we look
player are
at
you going
we
to get?
we looked at the Heat and what's his name, the center who they got in the draft,
Khalil Ware?
Khalil Ware.
That man
He
makes
ain't play-
$3 million.
I know, but he hasn't blew up the world. But from just a little bit of potential he's shown, isn't he worth a first round pick from someone? If they took Khalil Ware out there right now and it's like, hey, would anybody give me a first round pick for Khalil Ware? Half the league would put a hand up. Why couldn't
But
that be Pacom Daddy?
that's not the guy.
But why couldn't that?
We're talking
But
about
why
the
couldn't
money
that?
match. We're talking about the
I
money.
know, but we could have made the money work some other way. No,
Right.
no, but I'm just saying, if you had the value there, it opens up options. If you played him and he looked like a young stud, you could have took that young stud and got something you wanted.
Or you could have drafted Ryan Dunn.
Or you could have done that too. Or you could have done that.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, man, I'm not disappointed about the loss tonight, man. I don't. It's 1 out of 82, and then plus we already know what it's going to be in a nationally televised game against a good team. We already know that. We don't have to rewrite the narrative. We don't need 40 versions of the same book. It's not. We don't have to do the Bible, right? We don't need a Saint Freezy's version of the Knicks against great teams, right? What we need is, or what we need are answers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we beat great teams? And do we have the capability of implementing the answers that we've discovered?
Mm-hmm. But all the teams that we can beat have really good coaches. Really, there's sometimes where you hit like just a talented team. These teams have great coaches. All these teams, and none of these games, none of these
So,
like
so Tom Thibodeau can't outcoach them in the regular season.
Can't outcoach them regular. Hey, in the playoffs ain't gonna get no better.
Yeah.
We had one caller who called some person who joined the roundtable we had, and his excuse is that Tibbs is not adjusting because he wants to teach the players. And in the playoffs,
how old are these players? 7?
I don't know. He said, "Oh, he's putting them in tough situations. Like, he's not adjusting. He's making them figure it out himself."
That is for damn certain. He is. Did you say Tom Thibodeau is putting them in tough situations? That caller needs a damn gold star right now.
Because I was like, "What?" That's I don't. That's what you do in practice. That's not what you do in a game.
Yeah, if that person said Tibbs is putting them in tough situations, gold star to whoever that was. The other stuff I don't even want to hear. The other stuff is ellipsis to me. ... Right, and I don't even care to hear the rest. All right, one thing at a time.
Yeah, but those top 3 teams all outcoach him, and will do so in the playoffs.
And so my thing is, as I project toward, yo, I'm in the most chat, hear me out on this, right? Chat, hear me out. I'm gonna say it with my chest. I am in the most bougie Knicks place I've probably have ever been, right? I'm in a place where my team can sneeze and win 50 games, right? That's where I am. The Knicks are 40-21 with 21 games to go. The only way they don't win 50 games is if they play sub 500 the rest of the way, basically. Right? Mm-hmm. Even with that, they probably still make the playoffs. And here I am talking with my pinky out about what the future is going to look like. So yes, if it seems like I'm coming across bourgeois, absolutely. But with great expectations comes great dreams. Like what's beyond expectations? Dreams, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Can a fool dare to dream? Absolutely. And that's what we are. Y'all are sitting here, Knicks fans. Yeah, the Knicks are 40-21 right now with 21 games left to go. And the Knicks might go 15-6 the rest of the way. Right? 15-6. That sounds reasonable, right? Because if you go by the 2/3 theory, like the Knicks have been winning 2/3 of their games all year, the Knicks will go 14-7. Mm-hmm. Right. So the Knicks will finish the season 54 and whatever the loss number is. 54-28. Right. If you go by how they've been playing, their track record, right? Mm-hmm. But we know in the last 21 games of the season, Tom Thibodeau put the pedal to what they call the metal. Right? This Knicks team is going to play harder than any team in the NBA for the next 20 games. And if you don't believe it, look at Tom Thibodeau's 20-game record of each of the past 4 seasons. Mm-hmm. Pedal to the metal. Right? But we're not a lottery team anymore. We're not hoping that RJ Barrett takes that next step anymore. Right? We're not speculating that Frank Ntilikina is 6'7" anymore. Right? We're not wondering why Kevin Knox has cornrows now, right? Right. We're not out here looking at our bouncy young energetic big wearing number 26, hoping that he can develop something. Nah, we're beyond that. We're somewhere. And to get somewhere, you have to come from somewhere. Right? And if you're somewhere, looking to get somewhere, you have to think about somewhere and start moving in that direction. And that's where we are. Right? That's what we are. Mm-hmm. Right? We are no longer the kindergartner that couldn't tie his shoe. And so while we may not be a 12th grader, we're not a kindergartner anymore. We're making that step. And so when it comes to, is Tom Thibodeau the right guy? Of course, we have to question it when we lose these big games on national TV to other good teams. Yes, it is fair to think about these things. Just like it is fair for us to get super excited when we win. When you're a fan, you can do what you want. When you're a fan, you can do what you want. As long as you're safe and you ain't harming nobody else. When you're a fan, you can fan how you want to fan as long as everybody's safe. So when I see Keith Turner in the building, I'm like, hey man, Keith Turner can be a fan how he want a fan. I'm a fan of Keith Turner. In a very masculine way though. Like I'm fans of y'all in the most masculine way imaginable. Right? I'm a fan of Fritz. Like when Fritz do the NBA economy show, I try to catch it. A lot of times I can't have the volume way up. Right? But I'll be trying to you know what I'm saying? Be trying to catch it. Yeah. Johnny Davis says we spend all night trying to get lucky. What did we hit? Is that a song or something? Fritz, is that a song? Spend all night trying to get lucky.
Yeah, that's what's his name?
Right.
Yeah, that's it's not NERD. That's
Keith Turner said, hell no. No, Keith Turner. You know what I mean. Stop it, bro. Keith Turner know what I mean. Yeah.
that's
Oh,
Pharrell.
Daft Punk with Pharrell?
Pharrell, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever. Can you sing a little bit?
Nope.
Fritz, come on, man. We already know the ladies love Cool Fritz, right? You don't know how the song go, bro.
Nah, it's definitely by Pharrell. Put it in YouTube, you'll find it.
You know I can't play YouTube while I'm on YouTube, bro.
I know.
So you can't just throw out a few bars.
Nah. If I had a few bars, I'd be a rapper.
Yeah, hey, y'all see that? Fritz don't want to put a few bars out there for y'all, man. Fritz don't care nothing about y'all, bro.
Yeah, I'll be like these new rappers. I ain't gonna do it for free.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Miguel P. Come on, man. The conspiracy. Oh, Miguel. Salute to Miguel P. Says y'all just don't see it, but Tibbs been trying to get Leon fired from season 1. Wow.
He's a plant.
He the ops. He the ops. He meeting Oscar in the deli with the wire on. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I ain't even gonna front, man. I do see the upcoming schedule. I do think it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that the schedule is tough, but I can see the Knicks doing. If I'll say this, on that 5-game win streak on the West Coast, if the Knicks go 3-2, then I can see them in theory run the table. And I mean in theory. I don't mean come back and win 16 straight. What I'm talking about, I can see them come back and go 13-3. I could see that. And not in big stretches. I'm talking about win 4, lose 1, win 4, lose 1, win 4. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like doing a 9-game winning streak or nothing crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it wouldn't surprise me to see the Knicks go out on the West Coast again and sweep the West Coast. I think they swept the West Coast earlier, right?
Yeah, short trip. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Fritz won't sing that song. I don't even know what the song sounds like, and Fritz won't even share.
It's unfortunate.
Some people just too cool for school. You can't, you know. Yeah. So Fritz, let me ask this. One of my coworkers was trying to get me to open up about something. She needed
Okay.
something. So she asked me, Uncle Freezy, you know what? I think I may have told y'all that. I think I may, but I'm gonna do it again anyway. So she asked me, hey, what's your favorite cereal? And
Oh
I think
yeah,
I
yeah.
asked, and
You got me the other day.
I think I asked
Yeah,
you that before, right? And
yeah.
what do you tell me? Cocoa Krispies?
No, no, it was Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Peanut butter
Nostalgic.
crunch.
Yeah, that's
Peanut
like
butter crunch.
nostalgic. This is so nostalgic.
Did the
Yeah.
chat do that? Chat, did y'all participate in that? Did the chat put out their favorite? Did they put their favorite cereal out there? Because if y'all did, I forgot, man. I'm like a baby, man. My days and nights running together. COVID have you crazy, bro. So I'm gonna go out here for the record and say this. If chat, if y'all stretch y'all fingers and don't type Apple Jacks, I got a beef with y'all.
Does it taste like apples?
Chat, legit, yo, for real, bro. Yo, I'm a
Does,
grown man, dog. I've been
does it
walking the
taste
earth
like
for a long time, dog.
does it taste like apples though?
Come on, man. You know I know the commercial. You know I know the commercial, bro. You know I know the commercial, Fritz.
I
See,
don't
but I
remember
ain't
the
gonna sing the
commercial.
commercial because Fritz won't sing that song that was in the thing. See, now Fritz got us in a standoff. Like Fritz won't
Mm-mm.
sing the song, now I won't sing the Applejack song. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Fritz, what we doing?
Mm-mm.
Bro, chat. I'ma just chat. If y'all stretch y'all fingers out and don't type in the chat that Apple Jacks is the greatest cereal alive, y'all bugging. Now y'all just acting like Corey Lee for no reason. Now y'all just acting like Corey Lee for no reason, right? Y'all just like, man, I don't even eat cereal, right? So she did that to kind of get me to open up a little bit about something, right? And so here's the thing. Here's the thing I want to open up about. I don't know if I want to get rid of Tibbs. I just want him to change, right? You ever heard that saying, cut your nose off to spite your face?
Yep.
I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There are things about Tom Thibodeau that I like, that I really like. And then there are certain things that I feel like I can't win with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so does that mean I have to throw the baby out with the bathwater? Baby got to find a new home. Yeah, you ever seen the hobo stick? Like he'll be
Yeah.
walking with a little bag on the stick or whatever.
Okay.
Baby
You
got
know
to
why? Do you know why they say don't throw the baby out with the bathwater?
yeah, yeah, it's a song, but I ain't gonna sing it.
No, no,
No, I know what
no.
you do.
You didn't. You know why though?
Yeah, I know why.
Okay.
Yeah, because unlike y'all, young folk, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us had to wash up in a tin tub, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you throw the water away, you ain't want to throw away the Uncle Freezies and everybody else in there. That's the impression that I got now. Maybe, you know what I'm
The
saying, they
baby.
come from something else.
Yeah, the baby got the last bath.
Ooh,
It's like an old saying, but basically, the dad would get the first bath, and all the kids, but the littlest would get the last bath. So
right.
it'd be so dirty. Yeah, you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically how I feel about Tibbs. I don't wanna chop my nose off to spite my face. I just want Tibbs to change. And if he can't change,
Yeah, hey, but when you hire your friends, you gotta know you may have to have some of these tough conversations. So I don't know if these tough conversations has happened,
yo,
or he think he's
and
doing a good
so
job.
HIM asked if I remember Mr. T cereal. And I was just about to sing the jingle. I was about to go, oh, and then I forgot Fritz ain't gonna sing, so I ain't nobody singing.
I remember seeing the Mr. T cereal, but I never tasted it. That's fancy cereal.
Mr. T? Yeah, must have been.
Around that time, you might have had ours in the bag.
Yeah, and your parents
Puff
must have been
rice.
Nigerian.
You might have
Your
puff
parents might have
rice
been
around that
Nigerian.
time.
No cereal in no box. My people was like, yo, when we had cereal stick, you know how you put your cereal on top of the fridge back in the day?
Yeah.
Anybody in here used to measure themselves against the refrigerator? The cereal used to be on the top. They used to put it up there so the kids wouldn't eat it at night while they sleep. And I used to measure myself. And then, I remember looking up there, Dig'em Smacks and Mr. T. I'm like, man, look at here. Man, Mr. T cereal out, man. I'm like 14, feeling myself. Got a few hairs on my chin. You can tell me nothing, bro.
Put it in the cereal bowl. You put it in a mixing bowl.
Shit. My mother would, bro, what? That much food? Man, my mother would have went to the upper room, bro. She just saw that, and the next thing you know, her face would have been on a t-shirt. That fast, bro.
My cousins were like that. They would be at the big old mixing bowl and make them some cereal. We didn't do crazy stuff like that in my house.
Nah, we was on rations, bro. Like we like legit. And I'm gonna get back to the Knicks, y'all. But if we ate out of these little tiny. Y'all remember Tupperware? Anybody remember Tupperware Popular Club? No, nobody remember Tupperware? No Popular Club? Okay. Maybe it's just me. All right. Y'all remember the big, tall Kool-Aid cups?
Yep.
Tupperware?
Translucent, yep.
Yeah. Man, if I'd ate a big, my mother would have legit fainted, went to the upper room on the spot. Bro, and don't ask for no more. My mother would have made me get 4 more jobs. God didn't get 4 more jobs. Legit on the spot. You see that big wide shovel out there? Take it outside and shovel some snow. Man, it ain't snowing yet. Wait on it. Yeah, man. So, Fritz, what happened to your man Johnny Davis, bro?
Yeah, he's in Westchester. Looks like he's gonna stay there.
Bro, that man.
Unless somebody else take him.
Yeah, that man gone. That man said y'all remember that when the mayo jar used to be glass? You used to have to pop a whole ice tray. Y'all remember when you had to twist the ice tray to get the ice out and put it all up in there?
The metal ice trays.
Yeah, man. Man, I remember I dropped ice on the floor and threw it in the trash. And my father legit went to the window and smoked a cigarette and came back and like, get that damn ice out of the trash. And I didn't understand what he was saying. I didn't understand the concept of how long it takes ice to freeze. Didn't dawn on me. Right? Like we legit waited 2 hours for this raggedy fridge to freeze ice. You drop it on the floor, you gonna throw it in the trash? You better go rinse that ice off. But that's where we from, bro. I know we Haitian, so I mean I don't Fritz never know nothing about any of that stuff, bro.
I'm Haitian, but I was always ungrateful, according to them.
Yeah, you probably ungrateful. You probably heard that word for like 50 years. Fritz heard that word for 50 years, and he ain't even 50.
Nope.
I heard that when he was in the womb. Ungrateful. Yeah. So, chat. What I guess ultimately, as I reset in order to get back focused on talking about these Knicks, Sam Cooke not going to be singing to us.
Changing will come.
Nope. 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 Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that's why I was on the side of if with Tibbs, if the glove don't fit, somebody got to sit. You know what I'm saying? I think we are who we think we are. The only way up from here is us polishing up what we already have and hoping it's enough for us to, hoping it's good enough for us to win the championship. In my mind. Cat's got to be healthy and shooting the three. Mitch got to be able to defeat double teams. Because the book is still out. Man, the book is still out on Mitch. Mitch has the same book. The same book of Mitch is out. Hey, man, shot go up, 3 people put a body on him. And Mitch has to find a way in his new body to defeat that. Whether it's with quickness or Tibbs putting another body down there with Mitch. Right? Because the thing can't be, well, he wasn't a double-digit rebounder because Randall stole all the rebounds. Mitch did. Fritz, you ever heard this before? Mitch did all the boxing out and Randall stole all the rebounds. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Now that Randall ain't here, what's the excuse? This slimmer version of Mitch has to be quicker and more instinctive. That's what it's got to be. He's got to be quicker and more instinctive, even if he's got to tap that rebound to himself. But you can't have 2 Golden State Warriors guards boxing him out at the knees and pushing him under the rim. Fritz, you like shredded wheat, bro?
I remember having it a couple times. And it wasn't at my parents'.
Oh.
It's usually old people stuff.
Yeah, that was our punishment cereal. You ever been on punishment?
Yeah.
Y'all ever been, anybody here ever been on punishment? Like, take them Nikes off and put them Bobos on and go to the store.
Nah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Put them shoes back in the box. You ain't wearing them shoes for a week.
Nah, there's good cereal and there's bad cereal. There's the big old bag, big old package of puff rice, and there's Rice Krispies. Those are 2 different things. One got instantly soggy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, yeah, man. When we was on punishment, bro, all bet anything you liked, they was taking that away, bro. I'm talking about anything you like, bro. You like the radio? Turn that radio off. Like, dang, you making me a hermit. You like watching TV? Turn that TV off. You ain't watching TV for a week. Like, dang, man. You taking all the good stuff.
Only 13 channels, but
they turn that TV.
But you needed it. You need those 13 channels.
My mother was like, pull the plug out the wall. You better not put it back in there. My mom was crazy. And see, back when I was little, and I know this is gonna sound mad OD, right? But when I was little, TVs had a picture tube, right? And so when you pull the knob for it to come on, it'd be a little dot in the middle of the screen, boop, and then it'll warm up and get bigger and bigger and bigger until it started playing.
Mhm.
right? You couldn't even watch TV straight away, right?
I mean, your TV had a record player in it, right?
Nah, that was in the living room. Me? Shit.
It had
What
like
type of
had a
family you
record
think I come from,
player.
bro?
It
I'm
was.
from Jersey City, bro. I used to live on the hill, bro.
Oh
You see
man,
what
like
the hill in Jersey City look like right now? It's exactly the same.
mm,
That was this is the 70s. I looked at the hill the other day and it still looked like the 70s, right? Looked like Good Times. You ever seen that show, Good Times?
yep.
Hanging in
Yeah.
the child line, hanging in the child line. Yeah. Oh man, Fritz, you got me singing, bro. See, now you gotta sing, bro.
Oh man, I do remember. I do remember free lunch in Brooklyn though. I didn't live in Brooklyn, but on the weekends I was in Brooklyn. So
I used to eat free lunches in the Bronx, right? During the summertime.
mm-hmm.
During the summer, them half bologna sandwiches with that triangle
Yeah,
cheese on it, and that fruit juice and that milk and
the
that fruit
milk.
cup.
The milk always tastes a little different.
Bro, I used to be so hot and dirty, bro. Like you go outside to play like 10 o'clock in the morning, and by the time 12 o'clock come over at that church, you used to walk them 2 blocks to get over to that church, bro. You used to be
Uh,
so hot and dirty, your face be smudged up, your white t-shirt be smudged up for when you be rat, man. Shout out to shout out to the greatest borough that God ever created, the Bronx, New York.
mm.
Right?
Them cardboard trays. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. And your homeboy should swing at your tray and act like he was gonna knock it down, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yo, and Miguel P said that USDA cheese. I remember that off the back of the truck, bro. The
Mhm.
cheese truck used to come, and I remember that cheese, bro. You could work out with that cheese. Yeah, man. Oh, HIM talk about the Pathmark cereal. You talking about the Pathmark cereal?
Mhm.
Not Pathmark. Pathmark would have been like navy blue and white. I'm talking about
No, it used to
not
be black and white.
yeah, I
It
know
was
what
it used to be
what's it
black and
called?
white. It just had it was
Hometown.
white with some black letters on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that was Pathmark.
That was Pathmark. Okay,
That was
okay.
Pathmark.
Because I know Food Town and Associated, they're the same thing. They used to
Mhm.
have that cereal too.
Mhm.
And man,
I remember
listen,
those.
crazy, crazy. I remember I was in Food Town one time. Me and my friend Keith was racing, just running around Food Town like fools. I don't know what we was doing. And I turned this corner, and this lady was coming out the aisle, and she hit me on my hip bone, and I fell on the floor, and I got up, bro. I got up looking slow, right? And the man was like, "Oh, you hit that little boy. Look at that boy. He's slow." And he bought me and my friend Keith. I never forget that, bro.
Oh
Hey,
man.
my man Keith still climbing. That dude named Keith Jackson, he'll climb you to this day. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh man, I had to do a YouTube. I did a little search on Google, and I definitely remember the Pathmark beer. That just says beer on
Wow.
it. Just a white can that says beer
Right.
in plain letters.
Bro. Yeah, man. So, hey, so this summer, how do you anticipate our summer going?
Um,
Do you expect a very slow summer or a very, 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 very active summer?
I think the Knicks are going for someone else. I think that's their goal is to add one more, add someone else. So I think yeah, I think they're gonna try early and they're gonna try often. So
Who's that person? I'm trying to.
I don't know. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's be like a Cam Johnson or somebody.
You train Josh Hart then?
No, I'm I'm
Man, don't start, bro. Don't
I
start. I
don't
already know where you're going,
I
bro.
ain't gonna say no names. I ain't
I
gonna say
already
no
know
names
what you.
because they're gonna kill me. They're gonna
Here
kill
come
me
the
if I say
hater.
some names.
Here come the hater right here. Here come the hate. Here come the hate. So who you trading? What chunk salary are you trading?
I don't know. I'm gonna do a trade real quick and hope they forgive me later.
Now, hey, Brandon Williams, I think he got like one more year left, right? He got, was he on 2 years, 16 million? Is that what it is, Fritz?
Who is?
Sadiq Bey.
Oh no, yeah, Sadiq Day is less than that. He's like six.
But he's got
Mil.
6 million for next year, right?
Yeah, 6 million next year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's not back yet. So yeah.
He was supposed to be back middle of this month.
Yeah.
Middle of this month is when he was supposed to be back. But the Wizards are, why you bring him back? What's the point?
Yeah, they just want to play their young kids and just let the veterans just mentor.
Right. Okay. So I think we have to graduate from the normal rotation of who the Knicks are going to go after.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think we have to graduate from that because the usual suspects are aging out. Kevin Durant is too old. Bradley Beal is too old and expensive. Right. Lonzo Ball is washed because of injury.
He's amazing. He's amazing, but the injuries is the question.
Ideally, he'd be the perfect fit, but right. Josh Giddey is going to get $30 million this summer.
Yeah, he's going to get
probably from the Bulls,
mm-hmm.
and they'll regret it in about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Brogdon, I think, is too old, so he ages out. CJ McCollum is too old, right? Like all these guys that we used to dream about 3 or 4 years ago, I think they hit that side. They hit that space in that 30-year-old timeline where you're going to be asking them for too much.
Yeah.
And they'll be offering too little.
At the same time, if you're willing to give a championship ride discount, I think the Knicks would be accommodating.
Yeah.
You know, you come in basically, yeah, for free agents. That's something we missed out on this year because we were just hung up on certain players or keeping certain players that we just couldn't get nothing done. We don't even have that many roster spots. I think the Knicks are going to do a trade where some of these bench players ain't gonna be here,
and they're gonna be raptured up.
Yeah.
Some of these players got jerseys now. They're gonna disappear without a trace, bro.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, they traded the whole bench. Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I honestly think the one and only move that the Knicks can do, even if they have to overpay, is reacquiring Dante DiVincenzo. It's the only move that makes sense, right? Because his salary is in that sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
He knows these guys. He played here before. He offers exactly what this team needs. And so I personally think, right? I personally think that Tibbs won't make it and Dante DiVincenzo is going to be home sweet home, even though he only played here 1 year.
You know, the sad part about it is that a full calendar year has to pass.
Right.
So you're talking about training camp again.
Right. So what?
You're talking about we're going into training camp. and then we're able to trade for him. So we
I
can't
don't
get him
even
in
know
the
if it's,
summer.
I don't even know if it's yeah. That might be what it takes. But like Leon Rose always say, right? It got what it takes, and it takes what I got.
Mm-hmm.
That's a quote from Leon Rose.
Mm-hmm. Dante got to play ball though.
I'm joking.
Dante.
Leon Rose, they never said that.
Dante got to play ball though. Dante got to be.
How?
I don't think Minnesota would just give him up. I think Dante got to be like, yo, you need to. a lot of players ain't willing to, look bad. But I think it's one of the situations where he probably would have to make it look bad to get back.
You mean look worse than it has?
I mean, look bad as in he gotta make some noise. Like he gotta. I don't know. A lot of people want to go to a certain team, but they're not willing to hurt their reputation. I think he gotta probably hurt his reputation. Like I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah.
That's where the NBA is right now. Like you gotta be willing to like go there for teams to really move you.
So I'll tip my hand a little bit, right? So I'm hearing rumblings in Philadelphia and in Minnesota. Everybody else feel like they straight. My Minnesota people feel like OKC has their spot. That spot that SGA is in is supposed to go to King Ant, right? And some feathers are ruffled in Minnesota. And my people from Philly are like, yo, just clean house, man. Everybody except Jared McCain. Everybody except Jared McCain can go.
No, Maxi's more than proved himself. Maxi McCain. See what you can get, basically for everybody else.
You're not a Philly fan, bro.
I know, but like
you're not a Philly fan. You're a Knicks fan, an NBA guy. Talking about Philly, bro. What about what Philly fans want?
Well, if Philly's willing to trade Tyrese Maxey to the Knicks, send him over.
What?
You trying to tell me that Tyrese Maxey?
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey. I put him.
Fritz, don't do it, bro. Fritz, don't do. You know people actually watching.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But
it was like
no, I'm not gonna compare it to a Knicks player, but I'm just saying he got that killer instinct. Like he got that.
I would trade Max.
There's a lot of people who are good, but they're not killers. Like he's a killer and he's good, and that's like something you can't teach.
I would trade Maxey and Embiid to Brooklyn for a bunch of draft picks right now. See, because the thing is, nobody's gonna take Embiid, bro.
Embiid's done. Like I was telling people like Embiid when a couple weeks ago when they started talking about Embiid, I was like, yo, he's about to go. He's about to go. Yo, once
he's in Pat Ewing years.
Yeah, I don't even think Pat. I think he's in Pat Orlando Magic.
I'm talking about Pat at 35. I'm not talking about Pat at 31.
I'm talking Orlando Magic days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like once you can start getting injections on a regular, oh, you don't care about your knees. You don't care about your current knees anymore.
Yeah.
You looking onto your next set.
So here's the thing. Why would Brooklyn take Joel Embiid?
I don't think they would.
Why would any team take Joel Embiid?
The one team, the couple teams I think would do it. Oh, but that contract, just the extension. If they didn't have the extension.
Nah, I'm saying in real life. I'm talking about real deal, all circumstance.
A team that would do it.
Brooklyn would do it if you include Maxey.
Okay, yeah, Maxey would have to go with him.
Right.
Maxey would have to go with
Right.
him.
A team with a lot of salary cap space that can't find its own star, that have always had to trade for a star, and then that star would get frustrated there. 28-year-old star go to Brooklyn and have a cup of coffee and leave. Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson, Vince Carter, Paul George, Kyrie Irving, it don't matter. Right? You get there, have a sip of coffee. But if you get Embiid and Maxey together, then all of a sudden, instead of having Maxey and McCain, you have Maxey and that boy that shoot the ball all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what I'm talking? Cam Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't see why did they extend him. I just didn't get. They weren't forced to do it. It wasn't a contract year. That's a fireable offense, man. That's a fireable offense.
And now you're agreeing with me after you thinking about what I said initially. Like when I said Philly fans want a clean house. Right?
Yeah. I think he was already on thin ice with the Harden situation, how ugly that got, and how Harden said he lied to him. He was on thin ice, but this extension was unnecessary.
And here's the other thing. They fired Elton Brand because they gave an old washed up Al Horford the max.
Mm-hmm.
And he came in like, I'm going to clean house. That contract was terrible. And then what's he do? He gives an old washed up Joel Embiid the max.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul George. See, because the thing is, you could have survived if it wasn't just Al Horford, right? But he signed Tobias Harris too to that humongous deal.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then Daryl Morey, 5 years later, he gave Paul George and Joel Embiid all that money. What you gonna do, bro? And if you're the Knicks, you have to be in the vulture culture. Hey, everybody been doing all this stuff. We'll take on $400,000. If you throw us a first round pick to be in this 4-way, whatever. We'll take a bad contract, in the first round. We'll do. Because at the back end of our roster, we already have dudes that we want to push towards a rotation anyway, right? We don't want to put dudes in front of Tyler Kolek, in front of James Nagy, in front of Kev McCullough, in front of Pakadadi, in front of Tyler Kolek, in front of Ariel Hukparty. You don't want to put dudes in front of them, right? You want to put dudes behind them and hope Tyler Kolek can be your guy with Deuce. In theory, if everything works perfect, if Kolek comes back with defense, right? In theory, that's what you want to do, right? And if the theorem is correct, then what you'll do with those back roster spots is just take on dead money. Not a lot of it, not that it'll make you not flexible. Right? Not enough to make you not flexible, but maybe a guy, you get an extra pick here, a couple of seconds there. You still have flexibility. Maybe a guy that has 2 years left, you get a first round pick. For a guy that has 1 year left, you know what I'm saying? You get a pocket full of seconds. Mm-hmm. And then you slowly recoup the Mikal Bridges assets. That's what I think the Knicks are going to do. Fire Tibbs, and it's going to look ceremonious. It's going to look like, the old warrior went out on his shield. He gave it everything that he had. He loved basketball. And they go replace him with what everybody else in the NBA is doing. A young head coach, hot coaching prospect from somewhere that looks the part, that's media savvy. Maybe you know. Hey y'all, what's the dude that went to Seton Hall? Is it Shaheen Holloway? You remember him? French, you remember Shaheen Holloway?
I remember the name. I don't know the name.
Chat, y'all remember Shaheen Holloway? Anybody remember that name? Anybody remember Terry DeHare?
I remember them as players.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry DeHare, that used to be my guy. Me and him used to play together on golf field. Bringing a guy, Danny Hurley.
Yeah. You know, that's my guy. Like,
yeah. Bringing the people had been saying like the dude that looked like from what's that ABC show with Ed Bundy on it? Ed Bundy was married to the Spanish lady.
Oh, Modern Family.
Yeah, they want to bring in the tall dude from Modern Family to coach the team. Yeah, you know the tall dude I'm talking about? The dude that looked like he coached Villanova? Yeah, Jay Wright. Bring in Jay Wright old too. He burnt out too. Right?
I know he coaches players. You go get Dante.
Yeah, that's what I think the move is, man. Go get your young coach, bring in Dante, right? Flip the staff over because the staff has been in place. Basically, the staff has been in place 5 years. It's time for some guys to go. Mm-hmm. Right? Time for some guys to go. You've been here 5 years and you was here with the head coach and you ain't did nothing. All y'all got to go. Sorry. You know. That's what I think. I think it's going to be the transition into a new head coach, acquire Dante, and then quietly acquire draft picks by using the back end of your roster. HRM said with Rick going, man, I don't know, but I know where he ain't staying. Sorry. Right? Sorry. That's the life of a professional coach. You're not going to be
VP. He could be VP of marketing. He can get one of those made up titles.
Yeah, he gonna giving out toys with John Starks. Yeah. But I know where he can't stay. Yeah, man. That's what I think the summer is. A slow, ceremonious transition from Tibbs. Because you don't want to embarrass that man because he did a great job while he was here. But 5 years, bro. 5 years? No. So 5 years, c'est la vie, right? Bring in a young Courtney Lee. You remember Courtney Lee?
Yep.
Bring in again. Rajon Rondo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bring in Rajon Rondo or Pablo Prigioni, somebody like that to coach the team, right? Somebody that has been out of basketball just enough, right, to not think like the player, but young enough to be able to relate to today's NBA player.
Yeah. Yeah. Get ready for Cayenne to come in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like Giants fans tanking right now for Arch Manning. Yeah. Right? Just like with the Giants. Are you a Giants fan, bro?
Nah, I don't watch football anymore.
You're not a Giants fan?
I was never a Giants fan. Yeah, I told you I was a Peyton Manning fan.
Chat. This guy is not a Giants fan.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
What are we even doing, French? You were supposed to say yes anyway.
Oh, you know what? I'm a loser. I was a New England fan right up until they got Tom Brady. I was right up until I was right there with Drew Bledsoe and on him. And then once they kicked Drew Bledsoe off, I mean, I was done.
Yeah, so you made me suspicious as soon as you said you didn't like Apple Jacks, bro. No disrespect.
I've had it, but don't think like apples though.
Apple Jacks?
It don't taste like apples.
Come on, man.
It's good. It was good. It's some good cereal. Some
No, it
good
tastes like
cereal.
cinnamon. That's what it's supposed to taste like.
I remember it. I don't know. In my mind, I can't remember the taste. I can't remember the taste. But I remember it didn't taste like apples to me.
Well, all right, everybody. That's all I got. I'm gonna try to get a nap, and so that we can do the Knicks morning drive in the morning. I'm gonna try to do that. Right. I'm gonna try to do that before I get on the clock. Right. I'm gonna try to do that and see how that works. If I can make that work, then I might try to do it more often. But thank you everybody for coming through and rocking with us. Fritz, thank you for coming through, rocking with us. Dre said that he was going to come through and hang out, but I think the Mavs may have had a game or something. So I mean, I don't know. Hey man, I'm gonna try it, everybody. We'll see. Peace, y'all.